Yeah, so this is the flag that flew over the morgue at the World Trade Center every day for 8 months or more, and it was presented to the chaplains who served under the Chapel of Four Chaplains, presented on the battleship New Jersey about a week after the effort was completed there at the World Trade Center. So we keep it here. We actually have another one too that flew over the Port Authority headquarters. The wind's catching it. Yes, yes, sir.
This was set up by, we call him our bugle boy, Aiden Peterson. He set up 1,000 flags based on President George H.W. Bush's 1,000 points of light. So he set 1,000 flags up in honor of this event. So at this time, please rise for the invocation and then the national anthem.
This flag flew every day for more than 8 months over the morgue at the World Trade Center and was presented in honor of all the chaplains that served. There were 43 of us from the chapel here that served, and that flag was presented in a special ceremony on the battleship New Jersey, and now resides here at the chapel. And we bring it out every 9/11, and sometimes we have services all around the states, and we take it with us for that. We're going to have a moment of silence as we ring the bell of remembrance. But at the World Trade Center, 2,819 lost their lives. 1,717 were never found. 1,102 remains were recovered. There were 343 firefighters that were killed, of which included 22 EMS, 23 police officers, and 37 Port Authority police personnel that were killed. At the Pentagon, 125 were killed, and in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, when that plane went down, 40 of those passengers lost their lives. And the last words that we heard from there were, "Let's roll." If you remember that, Todd Bemmer said those words, and those heroes took their place and did what they felt like they needed to do that day to bring that plane under. So as the smoke billowed from the twin towers of the World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and that cratered field in Pennsylvania, our president said, George W. Bush, "We will never forget." Unfortunately, I think many people have forgotten. But 19 years later, we now have young people that weren't even alive then. And we need to continue to tell that story. It's impossible for me to forget. It's impossible for me to do that. Peggy Noonan, the writer, crafted these powerful words to articulate why the actions of these modern day heroes, and in fact, we coined a phrase at the World Trade Center. We called it ground hero. Our good friend chaplain, one of our good friend chaplains who's no longer with us because he has passed, Ray Payne, because he's passed after breathing the air at the World Trade Center. He came up with that thought that it's not ground zero, it's ground hero, because so many did so much to help others. And Peggy Noonan wrote these incredible words. They weren't there, they went there. They didn't run from the fire, they ran into the fire. They didn't run down the staircase, they ran up the staircase. They didn't lose their lives, they gave their lives. They gave their lives. So what happened that day changed my life. And I'm here today, thankfully, because of it, and here today to be able to stand here and talk to you about some of these things today. Harry's